We are now looking into the atrium from level 4 of the east stair core, which we will now ascend. This is a typical concrete stair system, with intermediate landings at mid-floor height and inclined slabs cast with treads spanning from landing to landing. The stair and elevator cores of buildings typically provide a great location for shear walls that can act as a lateral force resisting system for the structure. In the case of this building, given that the stair cores are a football field length apart, along with other contributing factors, a significant portion of lateral load is also resisted by the beam and column moment frames. Let's take another look down the length of the atrium. Temporary barriers can be seen along the slab edges, which provide safety for workers. These will be replaced with pre-stressed steel cables that pass through sleeves in the columns and will act to resist accidental vehicle impact. We are now going to walk through an area of formwork for the floor above. These forms need to support the weight and lateral pressures of wet concrete. In as little as 3 days after the concrete is poured, the formwork can be removed piece by piece and the shoring posts retightened to support the concrete floor while it continues to cure and gain strength. We are now on level 6 with a clear view of downtown Calgary. It is likely unperceivable in this video, but we are actually gaining elevation as we move along at a 2% incline. The floor structure is a large continuous ramp, so by the time we reach the other end of the building, we will be half a story higher. On our left, there are some burlap blankets that were previously evenly laid out and soaked to keep the concrete wet while it cured for better durability and finish. We're about to take a pause on top of the movement joint that separates the east and west portions of the building. Movement joints can disconnect portions of structures so they behave independently from each other and are often used to avoid large thermal strains. On either side, you can see vertical column formwork, as well as some completed columns with reinforcement projecting from the top. The projecting reinforcement will integrate into the concrete beams of the floor above and extend far enough to lap with the next lift of column reinforcement. Concrete and reinforcement can never be built exactly as drawn on paper, and it is important to consider construction tolerances when designing and detailing a structure. This is equally important for steel and other building materials. Up ahead is more formwork and shoring supporting the roof level, where workers are laying out reinforcement. In the next video, we will look at this reinforcement before the concrete is poured.